Hi, I'm Hannah from JapaneseJoshi.com. Today I'm going to tell you about the different ways of saying you in Japanese and how and when to use them. Since there are so many ways of saying you, I'm going to split this video into 3 parts. In this video, I'm going to cover anata and anta. So let's start off with the word most commonly taught to beginners of Japanese, anata. Despite most textbooks and websites and who knows what else telling you that anata means you, it's not quite as easy to use as they make it out to be. The first thing you should know about anata is that you should only really say it if you don't know a person's name. ねえ、あなたの名前なんて言うの? 俺? If you know the person's name, it's best to avoid using anata, since it sounds unnatural to call someone anata when you already know who they are. Unless you're a couple. A lot of couples tend to call each other anata as a term of endearment, similar to the cringeworthy darling or honey in English.
あなた、私のこと好きでしょ?
まあね. Of course, it isn't always said in a flattering way, so you might want to keep an ear out for the tone in which it's said.
あなた、ちゃんと言いなさいよ! 好きだよ.
Surveys and questionnaires also tend to use anata, since they can't possibly know the name of every individual reader.
あなたは今日結婚します。あなたの隣にいる人物は誰ですか?
Although it's perfectly acceptable to use anata in a formal situation like this, there are some times when it can come off as incredibly rude. If you say anata to someone in a higher position than you, for example, it can be interpreted as impolite and could offend.
この文章は大丈夫だと思いますか? あなたはどう思いますか? 私はあなたじゃないです。先生です。
This is why it's incredibly important to be careful and aware of whom it's acceptable to call anata. Another way of saying you in Japanese is anta. Although anta comes from anata, it's not as polite. So I would not advise saying this to someone you've only just met. It's often used within family. Elder family members in particular say anta when talking to the younger members of their family.
今日はあんたの食べたいものにしよう。ありがとうばあちゃん。じゃあ、じゃがいもにしましょう。
Friends also refer to each other as anta on occasion. This is particularly common in the Kansai area of Japan, it seems. However, you have to be careful with this because some people don't like being called anta by their friends.
あんた何してんの?
あんたって言うなよ. The reason why some people don't like being called anta is because anta can also be said in a derogatory way.
あんた誰?
That being said, anta can also be used by couples in the same way anata is used. However, it really depends on the people. The same with friends. Some people don't like being called anta by their loved one because of the derogatory connotations it holds. So you may end up getting a punch in the face depending on your partner's personal feelings towards the word.
あんた何やってんの? 初めてあんたって言われた。嬉しい.
So these are the uses of anata and anta. To find out how to use kimi and omae, click here to watch part 2. If you found this video useful, please comment, like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my website, JapaneseJoshi.com, for the written version of this tutorial and other services. And if you want to see more of me, I've got another channel here. Thanks for watching.